Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my sisters and brothers. This is Dr. Debbie Almontaser. Here I am again. I'm giving you some tips and reminders about the blessed month of Ramadan. Really excited again to share with you. Today's topic is actually goal setting. One thing that we don't think about is setting goals. We set goals for our education. We set goals for our careers. We set goals for the things that we want to accomplish in life. But we never think about setting goals during the month of Ramadan, which is really a month that is blessed and is only 30 days. And if we don't set goals and we don't try to accomplish those goals, we end up at the end of Ramadan regretting that we didn't do more during that blessed month. So today I want to talk to you about some goals that I actually set for myself. Some of the goals that I set for myself is making sure that the menu that I have for my family is really fully equipped with all the dietary needs to make sure that everybody's able to fast and feel good. So my goal is to make sure that I have a good, good, recipes and things that I know that my family likes. That's one of my important goals. Another important goal for me is actually the amount of Quran that I actually recite on a daily basis. I set a specific number of pages that I want to make sure that I read every day, especially if I want to read the entire Quran throughout the whole month of Ramadan. You really need to be able to break it down to a T of the number of pages, so that way the last couple of days of Ramadan, you can actually make your khatm. So that's also another thing that I always set goals for. In addition, I also set goals for the zakat that I want to give during the month of Ramadan. I actually break up my month into three 10 days, where in the first 10 days, I give a certain amount, and the next 10 days, I give a certain amount. And then in the last 10 days, because they are the most beloved during the month of Ramadan, I try to donate as much as possible. In addition to, making goals for how much you're going to donate during the month of Ramadan, it's also really a good opportunity for you to decide which organizations and which charities and which causes you want to actually support. So I actually break down the various organizations and charities that I want to give during the beginning of the month of Ramadan, in the middle of the month of Ramadan. And then in the last 10 days, I actually like to give my donations to charities that are doing relief work in Yemen and Syria and Palestine, Myanmar, Burma, all of the places that I know that Muslims are suffering. So these are really great opportunities for you to plan during the month of Ramadan, through these kinds of goal setting. In addition to that, I also, set goals for myself about the types of community service I want to engage in and I want to, give back to. So one of the things that I love the most is actually purchasing tons and tons of dates and giving that away to different masajid. And so in the beginning of the month of Ramadan, and we prepare, my husband and I prepare for this much sooner than when Ramadan starts, but a couple of months ahead, so we can get a really large order. And we try to disseminate the dates to masajid all over the city. We contact everybody in all of the ethnic and religious, the ethnic and racial groups that we know across the 5 boroughs, and we call them and we send them the dates. They come pick it up. So that's also another form of sadaqah and zakat, that you're actually helping someone break their fast with a date, which we know our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that was one of the things that he broke his fast. So helping people break with that ritual is really gratifying and meaningful for us. In addition, making sure to, have a number of evenings where we invite other family members. Again, if social distancing is still in existence with the pandemic, I would caution you to make sure that you are only meeting with direct family who've quarantined with you. And then, giving away food, taking food that you've cooked or, having a restaurant cook and you give it out, to a local mosque, to a community center. This past Ramadan, one of the things that many of the nonprofit organizations in Brooklyn started doing was actually having halal carts giving out food, and community members donated to these halal carts to actually have evening breakfast meals for the Muslim communities in those neighborhoods. So these are the ways that you can actually plan and set goals of, not only giving back through, distribution of food and dates, but also, giving your charity, setting, goals for how much you want to give and what charities you want to give to, and what time of the month you want to give. And lastly, again, the most important part, making sure that you make time for reciting Quran, so that way you can accomplish making the complete khatm of the Holy Quran. So I hope that these tips on goal setting are beneficial, and that you will be able to set goals for yourself and your family to have a blessed and successful Ramadan. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.